Right, this issue may not be very emotive or sexy, but it certainly pertains to you young adults. First time, first home owner first home buyer and owner. Okay, let me just quickly remind you that the first time the Prime Minister mentioned this was in the last budget, and specifically on 8th of March, that watershed date of 8th of March, yeah, that reminds you, yeah, the scheme is targeted to young adult below 35 years of age, having an income of 3,000. It will be very unpopular, in fact even foolish for both of us and everyone else from Pakatan to oppose this scheme, based on the fact that it is very enticing for the young adults to own a home as early as after leaving universities. But we are coming from a position of cautioning, reminding, and in fact reprimanding the BN government, particularly Najib's government, to not be just merely popular or populist, and to exercise restraint, caution. For home ownership must be premised solidly on the ability to just not buy a home, buy a house, but to be able to service the installment over the long run. Otherwise, we will increase the statistic of foreclosures and in fact as well insolvency or bankruptcy. So that's where we are coming from. Okay, we look into the scheme. Yes, it's meant to help the young adults, but the young adults must be prudent in exercising this, because you don't want to be ending up yourself in a position where 100% scheme, 100% loan without any down payment will leave you with in fact zero equity, and in the event of a economic slump or a bubble burst, you may end up yourself in negative equity for the fact that your underlying asset is actually a lot less than your debt that you have accumulated. Okay, this is why, if I may just summarize, I'm not trying to draw any parallel with Bush ownership scheme once upon a time. Yeah, Bush had it. I've written in my piece, because that was a scheme that was tied up to derivatives and as well leveraging, and finally ending up in a serious financial crisis and in fact a global financial collapse. I'm not trying to draw any parallel with that, but what I'm going to say in no uncertain term is the fact that there cannot be any shortcut to home ownership, except for the government to be really focused on increasing real income, and to work on sustainability and robustness in the ability of our young adult going into the workforce. Okay, this is why I think it's very serious for this issue, and the minister has been avoiding this. I could see that the minister has been avoiding this in addressing it up front with us. What is more important as a solution, though? We believe that if Prime Minister and all the 25 participating banks, if truly we want to have a sustainable home ownership scheme, they should together formulate a home ownership saving scheme, which will then allow you young adults, to save and then pay for your down payment, and with that will be in a better financial situation to service your loan. And of course, you will have a reduced installment because you have paid your down payment. So we believe that if the government insist on doing short-term popular measures rather than working on more sustainable mid-term policies, we are afraid that we are in to create a younger generation of Malaysian strapped in debts after being already overburdened by their PTN home loan immediately after leaving universities. So I would like to stress that the most critical issue about home ownership is to address real income of the future house owners, young adults or even older, as this is the very bone of contention, where our workforce is trapped in low middle income regime. So I said again, there are no shortcut measures to increase the income of our workforce except through performance and productivity. I think bluntly put, a prudent home scheme must be responsibly premised on robustness in income and achieving sustainability in growth. Okay, I will call upon Datuk Kamarudin to add on if he highlight.
Our preparing this statement is an indication that we are prepared to address the issues that Najib and the government claims to have leadership on. We are prepared to argue and debate with him openly and directly. Since he has taken first home scheme as one of his main strategies, we are prepared to face him on this. The government is very divided. Recently, Bank Negara has issued a policy directive regarding the issuance of credit cards, meaning that the government, Bank Negara, recognize there is a big major problem of people borrowing and getting bankrupt for not being able to pay their normal consumption loan. Kali ini pula now, at the same time, they are thinking that young people gaji below 3,000 or gaji 3,000 can afford a 200,000 or so housing property. So ini shows the government actually is just playing politics, is just being populist. Whereas, as Dr. Zul says, the government should be working to raise the income level, make sure people are employed. How employed are the youth, the graduates today? Barisan National Carnival, Career Carnival, expected to draw 50,000, 300,000 turn out. Meaning that there were so many unemployed youth, including graduates like yourself, in our country today. At the same time, we are expecting them to borrow more to buy houses. Houses pula, the government has not really decided and settled. The scheme proposed a bid first, sell later. Now it's the old scheme, sell first. So you have to borrow first, you have to pay first. Kalau selam, Dr. Zul kata, disaster. Kalau tidak selam pun, projek tak siap, you already borrowed, you already on loan, you already paying, projek tak siap, rumah tak siap. If the houses already completed, at least if something happens to you, you can still have some asset that could be sold to get back, if not profit, at least cover up your loans and your costs. So jadi ini issues that we need to seriously address and go beyond simplistic populist policies that obviously election season the Barisan Nasional are very good at, especially if you have advisors like EPCO and things like that.
So don't accuse us of not coming up with solutions. We are ready, as Dr. Kamarudin said, ready to challenge them. And modeling on Singapore Housing Board development, very coherent, very viable. In fact, as well in the UK, But of course, we're not going to detail out all our buku jingles detail here. But as Dr. Kamarudin said, don't accuse us of just complaining. We are in for an actual policy advocacy debate. Right? We're not here to just do a one-upmanship kind of thing. Not one-upmanship kind of stunt. We are responsible and we serve our role as the check and balance for the government until we become the government ourselves.